A kite, sick unto death, said to his mother, O mother, do not mourn, but at once invoke the gods that my life may be prolonged. She replied, Alas, my son, which of the gods do you think will pity you? Is there one whom you have not outraged by filching from their very altars a part of the sacrifice offered up to them? We must make friends in prosperity if we will have their help in adversity. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, I keep telling y'all, man, all these folk tales are not just for kids. We must make friends in prosperity so that we may count on them during adversity. Listen, so we have an individual dying. We have an individual in a severe need. And as he is dying, he asks his mother to make a sacrifice, to pray to the gods. Now, and the question she asked the kite is the question that many of us got to answer. But before I get into that, this is the Army Journey Radio. A Heart of a Lion, or a Heart of Simba Productions. Now the mother asked this question, and I have to read that question again. She replied, Alas, my son, which of the gods do you think will pity you? Is there one whom you have not outraged by filching from their very altars a part of the sacrifice offered up to them? Filching, for those that don't know, that means pinching. That means stealing just a little bit. So this kite, at times of prosperity, at times of having, at times of being blessed, when it came time for him to make the sacrifice, because this is one of the things that a lot of us we don't really understand nowadays, because there is a balance in the universe that has to be maintained. When we receive something, we have to give something. You know what I'm saying? Give and take. There's a balance that has to be maintained. So when you receive, you have to find some way to give something back. Not necessarily to the individual or the organization or whatever you received it from, but in some form or fashion, you have to make sacrifices. This helps keep the whole universe going. It allows a flow of energy within the universe. And many people want to filch from that. They don't want to get a 10%. They don't want to get a 20%. They don't even want to get 5%. They just want to hold on to the little bit they got, because they think if they get it away, they're going to lose something. That greed comes on them at that point in time. And basically, this kite, Aesop was brilliant, and because this story can be told to somebody that is actually doing this and not a fib. And that's the beauty of the fables, because the fables take away the personal sting out of it. Because I'm using a kite. I'm not using a person. I'm using something, an inanimate object. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is a kite? A kite is something that flies on the breath of the world. It's something that rises above the world and is pushed up by the breath of the world, which is called the wind, up into the sky. Sort of like our higher self. But this kite wasn't operating like this. This kite would take, when it's time for it to give back, it would steal from the very gods that it said it loved. Now, let's bring this, I want to bring it home. How many of us are not only filching from the gods, and I know some of y'all get offended when I use the term gods, but I want you to, I'm going to bring it home. How many of us are filching from the gods that we say we love and that we worship? let me ask that question again. How many of us are filching from the gods that we say we love and that we worship? How many of us are filching from the relationships that we say we value? How many of us are filching from the friends that we say that we are down with? How many of us are filching from the jobs that we work? How many are filching from our education? You know what I'm saying? We're holding back. We're not giving what we're supposed to give. We're giving less than our all. And then in times of trouble, we want to withdraw from what we gave, even though we didn't give what we were supposed to give. Many of us, we go to the gym and we have workout. Many of us get out on the road, we run. You know, today when I was running, one of the things that came to me was that my pace was slower. So I finally came to the conclusion that, damn, I'm already tired. So if I run just a little bit faster, it won't make a difference. Many of us think that when we hold back, we actually increase ourselves. But in fact, when we hold back, we rob ourselves. I mean, I just spoke about this. I mean, it's crazy how to give yourself permission, the folk tales for grown folks and the proverbs all line up on a daily basis. When we rob from something else, when we take value away from something rather than putting the full value in, we're not robbing that individual. We're not robbing that country, that company or that country. We're robbing ourselves. We make a commitment and we don't carry through with it. This kite made a commitment and didn't carry through with it, and now he's in trouble. Now she's in trouble. And the first thing she want to do is to go back to the individuals that she's been filching from. Filching means stealing. This kite has no values. This kite has no integrity. This kite has no principles. And all of a sudden now, this kite wants to be saved. I got a question for you. Are you the kite? Are you the kite? Are you having kite-like behaviors in your life? Let's blow those paradigms up. Let's blow them up. That gets another explosion. Don't be a kite. Filching. You know what I'm saying? Filching. I see it. What bothers me, I see we start allowing our children to filch. We start allowing them to filch because we think that we are doing them good. We allow some people around us to filch and we don't hold them accountable, thinking that we're helping them, thinking that it's okay. But really what we're doing, we're allowing them to rob themselves, and we're keeping them from their greatness by not calling them out on their kite-like behaviors. Don't be a sick kite. This is Brother High Tim coming at you live and direct. This is Giami Journey Radio. A Heart of Assembly Productions. And we blowing up those paradigms.
This is Brother Asaru, and you now listen to Giami Journey Radio. Peace.
Peace. This is Brother Hatim, and you are on Giami Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Giami Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy.